So that was all about equities. Now moving away from the markets, let's take a look at the Muthoot Finance earnings. Now NBFC has reported a stable set of numbers in the first quarter of the current fiscal. The gold financer registered a net profit of 270 crores, up 48% from a year earlier. Now we are joined by the management, George Alexander Muthoot, the MD at Muthoot Finance. Now sir, a very good morning to you. It seems that the results, they actually were very good if you actually see on a YOY comparison, and I was seeing the details. Versus the last year, the net profit was up 47%, the average loan per branch is up, number of loan accounts are also up. In fact, the ROEs, they have jumped to 19%. This all is actually showing good signs. But if I compare to the last quarter, I am seeing that the net income has dropped. Now, profit actually, is it like primarily to lower provisions? Is that a reason why the profit is up this time? So please help us in understanding the results, and also if there is any seasonality with respect to the last quarter.
Yeah, thank you. And what has been happening in the last 3 or 4 quarters is that we have been tweaking our processes at the branch, whether it is for customer acquisition, for gold loan growth, etc. We have been, in the last 1 year, we have been tweaking our processes at the branch, and that has been yielding us results in the sense that this year, the growth in the gold loan has been 1,480 crores. And we had actually targeted or given guidance for 10 to 15% growth over the full year. But at the pace which we are seeing, we may be able to better the 10 to 15% guidance which we had given. It is because the sentiment towards gold loan has also improved in the last couple of quarters. The other side is about the interest collection. Interest collection, we have actually changed the psyche of the customers who were earlier paying interest only as bullet payments. Now we are increasingly asking them through our branches to tell the customers to pay interest monthly or quarterly, etc., so that the interest burden on them is not high after a longer period of time. Earlier they had an option of they were paying it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months at their convenience, or 12 months also. That has actually resulted in better interest collections, and also we have been able to reduce the tenure of the interest in the existing loans. That is being seen in the better interest collection and yield also. These are the two things actually which really is helping us to go forward. And of course, because of the gold loan sentiment and general demand picking up for loans and gold loans, we see the uptick now.
Fair enough. The gold price has been kind for your business, and it's obvious that the interest is going to go up because the gold price is also going up. I will ask you more on the yields and spreads, but before that, the loan AUM is also 6% up YOY. But please correct me if I'm wrong. The AUM growth seems to be less than your own expectations, like about 8 to 12% growth. If I remember last time you were talking about that. And also, secondly, the returns on the retail loans is up to 4.3% versus 3 to 3.3% range last year. So the returns have improved. Like, how have you managed that, and how sustainable it is?
The growth of 6% which you say, and the 15% which we say is not on the quarter, it is for the full year. So this quarter we have grown by 1,480, which is almost 6% just compared to the 3 months prior. So this quarter itself, the growth is 6%. So that takes up, maybe if you multiply it by 4, it should be more than 24%. So we are hopeful that this year we should see more than 15% growth in the AUM. Regarding the interest and the yield, etc., the yield is better because our interest realizations are now better. That is the main thing, because the old accounts where we had to collect interest after 10 months, 12 months, 15 months, those are very far and few now. We are collecting more and more, so our yield is definitely better.
Sure, sir. That actually sounds impressive, and that's why actually you're suggesting that your yields have gone up. Now, NI is up 29%. What has been the NIM and also the credit spread you're working with at present? Because I remember the last time the credit spreads which you told us was very attractive.
It is 11.43%. 11.43%.
Okay, sure. So that still actually is very high, and I think that's why the profits are actually going up very nicely. So, but the follow-up question is that are the spreads same across the segments, like home finance as a your new segment and other segments also?
99% of the business of the results you see are about the gold finance only. The home finance portfolio is just started only. it is in the subsidiary. Those are in the subsidiary. This is the Muthoot Finance balance sheet which you are seeing. The home finance is in the subsidiary, where definitely we cannot think of a 11% spread, etc. That's in the subsidiary. We have 4 subsidiaries: the home finance company, the microfinance company, the Sri Lankan company, and the insurance broking company.
My question was that because your core business is very large, so perhaps we should be expecting 11 or 10%, like at present your 11% is spread. So should we expect the same trend to continue for many quarters, because the other segments are going to take a long time to grow to a sizable scale?
Right. It will take 3 or 4 or 10 quarters at least for them to catch up. So today it is 99%. Going forward, the subsidiaries contribution will increase from today. If it is 1%, it will go to 10%, 15%, 25%, etc. in the coming years and quarters. But all these subsidiaries are very good areas which we have taken, and I'm sure they will be doing well, because the microfinance today already has about 263 crores, and maybe in the next 1 or 2 years it should touch 1,000 and 1,500 crores. So too with the home finance, where the assets under management today is just around 50 crores. It should go to 500 and 1,000 crores in the next 1 or 2 years. But sir, to answer your question, the yields there will be different, but because the mix, the blended yield would certainly be better than last year also.
Sure. Let's talk about the provisions. I was just checking the number. Provision appears stable versus the last year, but if I look versus the last quarter, where actually you had provision for about 129 crores. Now, help me understand, like, what was the difference versus the last quarter? Was the fourth quarter something special in terms of provisioning? And also, what actually is the quantum of the non-performing loans this quarter?
Yeah, the provisioning was actually, we did an aggressive provisioning last quarter. The mandated provisioning for standard assets, not by NPA provisioning. The standard asset provision is 0.3%, but we have from our side made it 1%. That is a big provisioning which we did last quarter, not this, just the current, the quarter of last year. That was why the provisioning there was very high. So we have now made it standard asset provisioning 1% instead of 0.3%. So that is the difference you see in last quarter's provisioning and this quarter's provisioning. As regards to the NPA, it continues to be 560 crores, and that 100% of that is realizable with interest, because these are just time we have given, more time or convenience for the customer to come and pay up. It's only technical NPA. Whereas what we should see is the loan losses. The loan losses are 0.3% only. 0.03% only of the loan. That's what we should be looking at. What is the loan loss? The loan loss is 0.03% only. NPA is just a technical NPA. We don't lose money because the 100% collateral is with us. Fully good, all checked, good gold, and I'm sure customers will come. As we are speaking, the NPAs which you see have already been released, and new NPAs would have come in.
Sure, sir. Sir, lastly, you're basically are venturing into a number of segments like personal loans and home finance. Could you just give us a flavor, like what are the major thrust areas going to be, and also where actually you're looking in terms of the maximum possible opportunity for actually growing very fast?
I think as far as the home finance is concerned, we started with Kerala, but now we are doing more business in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, etc. And our thrust will be in the affordable segment in the home finance. As far as the microfinance is concerned, it's an existing company, Belstar company, where by the end of the month, it will become a fully subsidiary of Muthoot. Today it is 48%. By the end of the month, it will become 58% Muthoot subsidiary. So there they are venturing into Tamil Nadu in microfinance, into Tamil Nadu, maybe again Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, in that Uttar Pradesh, etc. is the area where they are trusting. That's a separate company though. As far as the insurance broking is concerned, our trust is through all our customers in Muthoot. We are offering the insurance broking. And Sri Lanka is Sri Lanka, where it is doing all these business, gold loan, microfinance, hire purchase, personal loans, etc. We in Muthoot, we have not started personal loans as yet, but we are now toying with the idea only. Probably we'll get some more inputs of that. And all these subsidiaries are manned by separate independent CEOs. They have their own targets, their own business verticals there.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Muthoot. Again, like last quarter, this quarter also, I think you delivered good numbers, and wish you all the luck for the remaining part of the year. So that was Muthoot Finance. The stock has delivered stellar returns. Primary reason, 11% spread, and there is not much worry in the balance sheet. So when the stock is actually good 4% up today. Time for a short break. On the other side, we put the spotlight on the currency space. Nizam Idris of Macquarie Bank is going to join us. Stay with us.